Hi everyone, I've been playing Genshin Impact now for the last 6 months. I've mainly been free to play. I've had one or two battle passes. Well, I've had one battle pass and a few welcome moons, so not a high spending account, and I've still got a lot of progress to do. But what I thought I'd show you, and I'm still at Adventure rank 50 and world level 6, purely for my character's level. But I wanted to show 4 teams or so of Yanfei and how they may help you, they might give you some ideas. I know one thing for me in this game is I have always looked up team compositions, and fundamentally it's a big part of the game is understanding team comps and how they work and how to build them for that composition. I'm not going to give you any sort of general build in this at all. These are all very unique, I would argue, because it's something that I had Yanfei from the beginning of the game. She was like one of the first 4 stars I rolled, and I've currently got her at C3, and she's level 80. And I've been using her as a main DPS in my game, predominantly as my main character. And I've built most of my teams around her, and I'm just going to show a few teams that I think work really well. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you, if you've just got her, particularly as a lower level, some teams that are probably better that I didn't use, bearing in mind. I've only just saved them Baba. So for example, it's generally the 3 characters. If you can get Xingqiu with Yanfei early on, he is outstandingly top tier in this game. He's one of the best characters to pair with her. But for example, Barbara, Sucrose, and Xiangling. What have we got? And then we've got Xingqiu and Xiangling. I mean, something like that is generally what's going to be the average recommended party for Yanfei. But if you're like me, I didn't get Sucrose for a very long time. And I think I had Seiyu, so I kind of missed out on the opportunity early on in the game. But I'm not here to do this. I have never really used a team like this, and I'm actually only just starting to build Xiangling. I've got Xiangling at C3 recently, and I'm just starting to use it. Barbara I was trying to build, but I prefer. I've got quite a few healers. I've got C6 Diona and a few others. So we'll start with that team I just showed there initially, which was Chi with Fischl, which is C3, and Xingqiu, which is C1. Qiqi's C1. People don't like on Qiqi. She's a fantastic character. She's a really, really good healing character. I've got her as a physical damage set. I'm not going to show any of my sets or anything in this. I'm just going to do a bit of a demo now of this team. I'm going to show the next team and do a demo that way. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you're new, subscribe, all that sort of thing. This is a team I haven't really used too much. You can swap out Qiqi for, say, Seiyu quite easily. Or even Diona if you really wanted to, but I only like having one bow user in the team. Is it a bit cheating if I stun this? I don't know, we're going to stun it anyway. So hit him with that, hit him with the water. Yanfei has now got all the time in the world just to kick off. As say, I am not a heavy build of this, she could hit a lot harder. But for what I've got, she's still one of my hardest hitting characters in the game. We'll get Oz is out, we'll get him out, and before he can even stand up, he's dead. So, very, very effective. One of my most powerful teams. We'll move on to the next one. The others I've got aren't as useful, I would argue, as that, but this next one is my main exploring team. For sure, this has been my most fun exploring team in the game. This is all the characters I started with outside of Noelle, and it's basically who I used at the beginning, so I had to kind of figure out how to use them. Now, one thing that I swapped out very early on and carried me throughout pretty much all my game as well with Yanfei is Diona.
Leave it to me.
Both of these bow users, obviously Fischl, goes without saying just there, go very well in this team. You could swap out Seiyu for, say, Sucrose or the Anemo Traveler, if you're going to use Diona, because she can carry the healing as well. But for something that's, with particularly some of the bigger bosses in the game, this was the team I mainly used, purely because of the healing. So you could say Barbara, purely because of the healing, it gave so much uptime to Yanfei. And Barbara of Thrilling Tales works very well with Yanfei if you were to swap her out and get that extra damage bonus. That works very, very well for Yanfei. It really helps her boost. So there's a variety of different builds you can use. I guess for the most part, what I should use, I'll use the double pyro. So I guess this gives you the Cyro shield, if that's what you need, if you need more healing and shields. Obviously, you can use Noelle, as I said before. But someone I've liked using is Amber. This is, again, is not a team that you won't see, probably outside recommended from me, because I haven't seen it recommended. And I understandably, probably for good reason. Now, the Baron Bunny still works great in the higher level teams. Oh, dear, got someone wanting to join. Now, it helps, obviously, if you can actually hit the...
Bet you can't keep up with me.
if you can hit the eye. Can be a bit tricky. There you go. Now, we've actually got the benefit of rain in this, so that's possibly a little bit cheating for this team.
No escape.
But what ends up happening... which I can probably... oh no, I can't because of the rain.
Come on out.
Is any pyro reaction that's going to go on, particularly with grass, it will activate Beidou's, what I've got is Q. It will activate this and make it usually hit at 100%. Or obviously use that as a counter. It's been a great move, so what I will usually do, if something is going to attack me, a boss is going to jump on you, someone's going to land on you, something's going to hit you hard, you quickly swap to Beidou and hit her Q, and you counter that attack, and then you're back with Yanfei immediately. That's been the general play style with this. Distract him with Amber. If you need to take out someone's shields, you can shoot them off a bit as well. Get some stamina back up for Yanfei. But really, the whole team is based around just Yanfei being on the field pretty much all the time. So we'll go on to the I guess last team. Now again, we're kind of in the rain here, so this is going to be a bit biased, but this is a team that's actually shocked me with how well it is. Obviously, the reverse goes if you use Mona or Ganyu and Mona or Ganyu and Kokomi, any of those sort of Morgana sort of compilations are all very well known within the community and some of the best teams in the game for good reason. But here I've been using this for Yanfei. Whether you say use Chongyun instead of Ayaka, you probably could, but even Rosaria. But this team just absolutely deletes, and one of my most powerful teams that I've currently been using to clear some abysses. Really, really fun. Really fun. Now, I've seen some different teams of, say, like Xiangling and some other Geo characters involved there. She works very well with Noelle. But if this gives you any ideas for your teams, or if this has helped you, please leave a like. As I say, this is just something, she's been my main DPS since the beginning of the game. And these are teams that I haven't got that many characters. And I haven't had the resources to level everyone up at the minute. I currently really need another battle pass, is kind of why I need to get some of my supports up, like Xiangling. I'd like to get Collie and Kuki. I'm currently working on Kuki. We just got her this banner. So, as I say, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want me to do another one like this, for another team, for another character, please leave a comment, I suppose, or show support, and it's much appreciated. Bye.